Hey everybody, today we're going to show you where to find all 8 collectibles here in the restricted section mission in LEGO Harry Potter years 1 through 4, so let's jump into it. So as soon as you spawn into the mission, the first thing we're going to do is work our way through the library, and over here on the right side you're going to see a silver shiny object. We're going to use Reducto to blow that thing up, and inside will be the Harry Pyjamas character token. After grabbing that character token, the next thing we're going to do is throw on our invisibility cloak, and we're going to capture both of the red books that are in the library. So as you approach them, you can press Y and jump on top of them. If you don't put on the invisibility cloak, you guys will see here that the books will attack you and you'll have to respawn. So go ahead and respawn back in, throw on the invisibility cloak, and then we can take the second book out. Now, once the room is clear of the jumping red books, we're going to switch over to Hermione and come over here to the bookshelf that's in the corner. We're going to put in the code that it gives us here. So once the code is done, we'll throw it back in. That's going to open it up and give us our second collectible, which is the Gryffindor Crest. The next thing we're going to do is switch over to a dark magic character, and we're going to jump on the blue book held by the statue here. Our other character will automatically lift us up, and what we need to do is destroy the book in the middle of this bookcase. And once you do, it's going to take a second, but the bookcase is going to fall down, break the wall, and we're going to use our dark magic character to break the spider web blocking the entrance. And once you do, you can destroy all the other items inside, and if you jump in the back left corner is where you're going to be able to pick up collectible number 3, which is our Ravenclaw crest. Once we have that crest, the next thing we're going to do is pick up this spider, and we are going to create the potion that we need to blow up the door. So if we come over here to the right side of the door, we can destroy these flowers. We'll be able to use magic to pick up the cauldron and move it in front of the door. We'll go ahead and drop that here. We can go ahead and throw the spider inside. That's going to be our first ingredient. We're then going to come right over here to the right, jump back up on this book. We'll get lifted up, and the second item is going to be right over here in the flower bed. So you can see it's shiny, pretty hard to miss, but we're going to grab those flowers and then we'll go throw that in the cauldron as well. Once that's done, we're going to come right over here to this desk, and we're going to use magic on the desk, and that's going to shoot out some bricks that we are going to use magic on to rebuild the book for this statue. And once you build the book for this statue, it's going to shoot out a gold book. And we're going to stand on that, and our other character is going to lift us up. Then we can jump across to the other books, and that's what we're going to use as like a trampoline to get up to this section, as you can see here. Now once you're up here, we need to get through this door. To do so, we're going to use magic on this fire just to the right, and once you do, it'll lift a torch up and melt the door down, and behind that is going to be our last ingredient, which is ice cream. So we can go ahead and pick that one up, bring it down here, drop it in the cauldron, and that is going to blow up the door. Now, before we go to the next section, what we need to do is interact with these vases. So there's going to be 6 of them. The first 2 are here in front of the door, and then we're going to run backwards. There's going to be 2 more in this room, and they're going to be at the very back. So run backwards. You'll see right here in front of the desk, there's going to be 1 on the right, and then 1 on the left, and that will be 4 of 6. The remaining 2 are going to be in the next room. We'll go ahead and make our way back over to the door. Go ahead and go through. Once you do, it's going to cue a cutscene with Dumbledore walking up to the next section. And all we're going to do, first of all, in this room is make our way over to that door. And that is where we're going to find the remaining 2 flowers. We'll go ahead and make our way over to the right side. Watch out for Filch, as he can capture you. But once you get over here, we'll just interact with these flowers here for number 5 and for number 6. And once you do, it will spawn collectible number 4, which is the Hufflepuff Crest. For our next collectible, we need to switch over to Grip Hook, and if you end up getting captured by Filch, you can just switch over to your second character. But we're going to switch to Grip Hook, and then we're going to use him to open up this lock right here next to the staircase. And once that opens up, we'll be able to grab our next character token, which is going to be Filch. For our next collectible, we're going to switch back over to a magic using character. We're going to come right over here to this line of books, use magic on them to open up the area, and then we're going to destroy this silver item in the back of the room. And once you do that, there's going to be a book on the ground. We need to get close, and we're going to use magic to lift that book up, and it's going to fly away. And what it's going to do is end up dropping a bunch of bricks, as you can see here. Then I'm going to turn around and go over to all those bricks, and we're going to use magic to build them up. You guys can see you might have a little bit of an issue depending on where you're standing. But once you're able to build this thing, it's going to be a cuckoo clock. And then what we're going to do is make our way over to the clock and interact with it once more. and use magic on this thing. And once we do, it'll wind it up, spit out some coins, and it will also spit out a student. And once the student gets up, we will then be rewarded with our next collectible, which is our student in peril. Now to get to our next two collectibles, we need to make it into the next room. So what we're going to do is come back over here to the left side, and we're going to pick up this item on the ground. And we're going to bring it right over here to the other section on the right side, and we're going to drop this thing into place. And then all we need to do is use magic to pick up the blue and the red pieces and put them into place that are right here on the ground. You might have this issue where it glitches out and disappears, but once it comes back, just pick up the pieces and drop them into the correct place, the red one being in the bottom left here. That will open up the door and give you access to the key. We'll go ahead and grab this key, and all we're going to do is take this back over to the door so that we can get into the next section. We'll run right back over here. Go ahead and throw that into the door. And then once this door opens up, we're going to switch to Hermione, and we're going to use Crookshanks to go up the tube. So you can use magic to get the books out of the way. And then we'll use Crookshanks to go up the tube. And what we're going to do is knock down some books as well as a piece to the door so that we can open it. So just knock these off the top. And then we'll use magic to pick up that piece. It will automatically go over to the door, open up to our final section. And once you're in here, our first collectible in this room is going to be the 3 spiders. So there's 3 spider webs on the wall. The first one's on the right. The second one is over here in the back left corner. And then if you turn around and go back up the stairs where we initially came in, you will see the 3rd spider web right over here on your left. So we can hit that spider, and that will spawn our 7th collectible, which is the Slytherin Crest. Now for our last collectible, we're just going to switch back over to a character that can use dark magic. And we're going to open up this chest in the back right corner of the room. And once this thing opens up, we'll be able to grab collectible number 8, which is Neville Pyjamas character token. This is all 8 collectibles here in the restricted section level. Hopefully this video helps some of you guys out. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one.